You guys see the topic today is proofs now. Actually doing a statements, reasons, proving triangles congruent. Before we do one though, here we go. If you got to look back in your notes, look back in your notes. 3 ways of proving triangles similar from Friday. My 3 ways I have. 1 way, 5. Don't have one. 1, hi George. Side, 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 and make sure if we're using it, we put the little tilde next to it, right? Because that distinguishes it from being congruent. Another method we had from Friday. 11, yep, good try. 12, angle, angle. And then 3, 8, yep, with my little tilde there. Good. All right, well, I got good news for you guys today. Real good news. When I do a statements and reasons proof, only one of them's going to be usable. Only one's going to be usable when I do a statements reasons. When we do side, 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 look back in your notes if you need to. What do you need to remember about the sides? They're not equal. They're what instead, Lisa? They're all right. They're all in the same ratio. And hey, I can't do that. You can't do that unless you know the side lengths, right? Because you got to make a proportion up to see if they're all equal. How many proofs have we done this year? Statements, reasons, where I've given you what the side lengths are?
Too many to count.
0.
What?
Think about all the proofs we've done. How many have written on the diagram how long the side is? Anybody? 0, right? So what am I trying to tell you up here? You can't do side, side, side in a statement's reasons because you won't have the side lengths. And what else can't you do then? Side angle side, because I need the side lengths. So what's the only method we're going to use in a statement's reasons here? That's it. Okay? We can only use angle, angle. Hey, don't forget about the other 2. That's still possible. All right? Don't forget about them. But in a statement's reasons, it's only going to be angle, angle. So can you find 2 pairs of angles? That's all I need. 2 pair. Enjoy it today. Enjoy it. All right, I got RW parallel to VB. I'm not even going to give you time in your group because we should know it like that now. Give me a pair of angles because you know it's got to be angle, angle. Give me a pair of angles up here you know are equal. Oh, 4?
Angle WFR is congruent to angle ESB.
Yep. Why?
Vertical angles are congruent.
Okay, there we go. Vertical angles congruent. There's our first pair. That's all you need. 2 pairs of angles, and we're done. No sides needed to prove them similar. All right, I got the vertical angles done. Oh, come on, come on. We've done this so many times. Well, give me another pair of angles that should be equal. V again.
Okay. Angle WRS is congruent to angle EBS because.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're saying R and B are equal?
Yes.
Why? Why R and B?
I don't know.
What did I give you in the givens?
Well, you give us parallel lines.
Okay, so let's use them.
So I thought you could use that to kind of make them because Mr. Parallel you could use alternate.
You can, but not R and B.
Oh, so then WNB then.
Okay, you want to use W and B. That's fine. Or R and V. R and V, W and B. Okay, so we could say W congruent to B. Parallel lines imply alternate interior angles congruent. And there's your 2. There it is. You got 2 pairs of angles. We're good to go. I don't need the 3rd pair. Triangle WSR, similar to BSV. Little angle, angle.
I wish it was that.
Well, you got to find the angles first, right, Via? Too soon? Too soon? Check your statement. Do you have similar or congruent? Make sure we got similar, not congruent. All right, there is a part B, which is not part. It's not part of the statement's reasons. It's just an algebra question I want you to try now. We just proved them similar. So you know these 2 triangles are similar. Now I'm going to tell you SB has a length of 10, WS 15, SV 20. What about RS now? You know they're similar, so the sides are in proportion. Create one in your group and solve it right now. Create a correct proportion right now and solve it. So what do all the sides match? What do the sides match up with? What's the 15 match up with? What's the X match up with?
Oh, wait.
never mind.
Uh, oh, yeah, so I was right at the very start.
All right, here you go. Can I hear your proportion, please? 6. Can I hear your proportion?
We said 10 over 15 is equal to 20 over x.
One good proportion. Not the only one. Don't change yours. Are you cross multiplying 10 and x and 20 and 15? If you are, it's good. Are we okay on why 10 matches up with 15 and x matches up with 20? And if you want a little, hey, I'll even admit it, even as a math teacher, I cheat sometimes. Here's how I, in this case here, like, how do I know x matches up with 20? You remember W and B were equal? Remember angle W and angle B? So the sides across from them have to be the ones that match up, right? The side across from W has to be correspond with the side across from B. All right, if you're having a little difficulty with that. And then what did x equal then over here? Cross multiply, we should add 30. X is 30. All good. Questions? All right, that was a pretty easy proof. Vertical angles and alternate interior. Sometimes the angles might be a little bit difficult to find. Let's take a look at one like that. Oh, remember, all you need is angle, but sometimes one of the A's might be difficult to find. All right, ooh, we got a rectangle. Got to go back to our rectangle properties, huh? And we got an AQ perpendicular to BD. Perpendicular, all right, I remember what they formed. Please take a look at the two triangles we're trying to prove similar. They overlap, be careful. They overlap each other. BAD and BEA. All right, you need to find two angles for me. And those two triangles. Anybody think they have any angles that would be congruent? Zach, start us.
So first you have to prove that the opposite sides are parallel. Rectangle properties, right?
Why are you doing that? Oh, I'm just listening, but go ahead.
So then you could prove ABB and CDB.
But CDE wouldn't be in either triangle. You're talking CDE, which is up here. That's not in either triangle. Right? I see you're trying to do alternate interior, but one of your alternate interior angles is not in either of the two triangles I'm trying to prove similar. CDB, yeah, CDB, right here. That's not in either triangle, right? Are we talking on the same path here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see what I mean? All right, your one is ABE is, but not CDE, so I don't think I want to use those alternate interior angles. It's a rectangle and I got perpendicular lines. Anybody? Luke, go.
Can you prove angle AEB congruent to angle A?
they're both right angles.
Okay, here's where we're going. Not right away, but here's where we're going. AEB is a right angle for a reason. I'll ask somebody that in a second. And so is angle DAB. That's a right angle, but for a totally different reason. So I need to tell you now in the next two steps why each of them are right angles, because they're two different reasons. So let's start with the easier one, which is angle AEB is a right angle. How do I know that's a right angle? What told me that that was going to be a right angle there? AEB. Look at your givens. 7, how do I know that's a right angle? Unbelievable. Perpendicular lines form right angles. Not the reason, though, why angle DAB is a right angle. DAB is totally different reason. How did I know DAB? How did I know that angle specifically was going to be a right angle? Reread your givens. Reread your givens. What do I know about my figure? Oh, 18. What do I know about the figure? There you go. Rectangle implies all right angles. That's how I knew each of them were going to be a right angle. And then what do I know about all right angles? They are congruent. So now I can set them equal, and that gives me my first A in angle. AEB congruent to DAB, all right angles congruent. We're okay? All right, where's that second A? I used all the darn givens. Where's that second A? Think you got it, Molly?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure you do. Go ahead.
Is it B because reflective?
Ooh, I'm going to say be more specific.
Angle EBA.
There you go. Good. Because when you say angle B, I'm not too sure which one you mean. Hey, everyone, take a look. EBA, isn't it an angle in both? That is an angle in both, so it's a reflexive one. Good, Molly, good. Angle EBA congruent to itself. Yep. So sometimes it sounds easy. Oh, all I need to do is find two angles. But sometimes one of those A's is a little trouble. And you're good to go now. Step 6, they're similar. Enjoy this while you can, because tomorrow they get one extra step longer. Questions on finding your angles? All right, I'm done with the proofs today. I don't need to keep repping these. It's angle or nothing. What we need to rep is factoring. I know, you're excited. All right, go ahead, set up number 1. Gotta keep reminding myself. 48. Ooh, 47, let's get rolling. All right, let's do it. Finding X. So these are, everyone sees 2 triangles anyway? Do you see 2 triangles in this diagram? Okay, they're similar, which means their sides are in the same ratio. How do we create this ratio? First question, small triangle. Name 2 sides you know in the small triangle. 2 full sides that you know in the small triangle. 17, what are the 2 full sides in the small triangle?
1 and
Okay, so 1, I'm going to start this proportion off with 1 over x, the 2 sides from the small triangle. Friday, I made it a huge point at the end of class. When you create a proportion, full sides only, right? Full sides only. So x plus 2 should never appear in my proportion. Full sides only. All right, you ready? What does the 1 correspond with in the big triangle? So ready? AD, side AD, which is 1. What does it, name it. Don't tell me the value, name it. What does side AD correspond with in the big triangle? Side AB, good. Now, how do you tell me how long AB is? So I can match it up with 1. How long is AB? X plus 1. Not 1x, you add them together. So 1 matches up with x plus 1, AB. Same question, other side. What does AE match up with in the big triangle? Name it. Don't tell me the value. What's AE match up with? AC. Yes. Matches up with AC. How long's AC? Don't multiply. Combine them. Add. 2x plus 2. Everyone good? X plus x is 2x plus 2. Put them together. So there's your proportion. Everyone all right? Small side with full side. All right, go ahead. Cross multiply. Actually, you know what? Finish it in your group right now. I shouldn't have to hold your hand here step by step. Cross multiplying, you'll see what you need to do. And I'll put my finished version up here in a minute. So go ahead, cross multiply. And you'll see, oh, I see an x squared. Talk each other through it here. You got an x squared and an x, which usually means it's factor time. Make sure everyone moves everything over correctly. And then talk with your group. How do you factor this thing?
Was it like X over 2? And then minus 1x.
Everyone's getting everyone's getting x squared minus x minus 2 when you set it equal to 0, right? X squared minus x minus 2 equals 0 when I move everything over. Now find two numbers that multiply to this and add to this and pop them in your parentheses. Can you find the two numbers that should go there? Multiplies to this, adds to this. Hopefully, we're finding the numbers as minus 2 and plus 1 when I factor. Keep going, because I need to know what the value of x is here. X minus 2 equals 0. X plus 1 equals 0. So what do we get? X equals 2. And x equals -1. Now we're going to have this awkward staring contest until somebody tells me what the deal is here. Think you know something, Addy? Something's wrong? You see how dB is x? Do you see how AE is x? If x is -1, does that make sense? Side dB has a length of -1. No. So can I have that as an answer? Nope. So, fellas, like some of your dating life in the near future, you got rejected here. All right?
Can I get rejected even more?
X equals 2. We good? That's the only one I can accept, because that gives me a negative side length. Plenty of stuff to try out. You guys should be good to go tonight. Bring back all your questions.